started. And here we are, just setting up the game that we are seeing here. It's Warchief versus Foggy, another Night Elf mirror. And we'll see, I have to see the colors here. Okay, Warchief is red, Foggy is light blue, and it's 0-0 because this is the semifinals, and that means best of 3 this time.
Best of 3, and SK Hot is in the house.
Yeah, the infamous SK Hot! There was a time, I don't know if you were following the scene back then, but every time he won like an important game, he fought like the final battle, and in between he just typed in the chat SK Hot! Just to, taunt his opponent a bit.
Yeah, Hot had a really good time playing for SK at that time. He also like won against Krillofos at the Extreme Masters. I can still remember that. And yeah.
Yeah, but this is not the original Hot.
Yeah, I know. It's like just a how to say if you honor somebody.
Yeah. It's a kind of a farewell without Hot being dead. All right. So people are asking when the next qualifier is. Next Monday, same time. And the third one in 2 weeks, same time. So 16:30 starting time here. The winner of this best of 3 will qualify for us Brain Cup. The second semifinal is Helsing versus Anima. And they are playing the second semifinal. It's gonna be streamed by Wolverine, so if you want check that out, I think it's on twitch.tv/Wolverine or something. You will find it on Read More or tft.war3arena.com. And yeah, I mentioned Foggy's crazy strats, but so far 2 Demon Hunters.
Yeah, it looks, everything kind of the same, like always in the mirror matches. Both players playing on a level where, every movement, every creep set is very well planned in advance. So, let's see what items they found. A potion of invulnerability for Foggy, and on the other side, there's also a potion of invulnerability plus a circle of nobility, which he bought at the shop.
Yeah, same for Foggy now. Tier 2 tag by both players. Map here is of course Last Refuge. We saw that yesterday a lot. So I think you're familiar with the map now after the Jera Cup, where it was played like over and over and over again. Interesting, of course, the 2 red spots. They can drop game-changing items here and there, but of course until then it's a long path. Interesting also is, will Foggy play something like a Tinker or with the dots, or just plain bare mirror? There are several narrow chokes, so sometimes it's gonna be hard for the bears.
Yeah, and as you told me yesterday, Foggy is very well famous for being kind of innovative and surprising.
Yeah, we even saw the Hippogriff Riders from him a few times, and I think that's the only like pro player who played them in like 10 or 12 years. Foggy now being aggressive, trying to get that Moonwell. That would be a big threat to Warchief. Can he finish it? Mass Repair coming in, and he saves it, but barely. Nice Shadow Meld, keeping that Archer alive. So both players on top of their game so far.
He tried to surround the Demon Hunter, but that was too difficult in the situation, and now Foggy is going back. He tried to go for the Moonwell. This didn't work out. And now he has to move back and maybe continue creeping.
Yeah, but still, he got a few resources out of Warchief. That Mass Repair with the Wisps wasn't the cheapest one you can think of. Okay, no boots for Foggy. He skipped that 250 gold.
And Chief is very aggressive at the moment.
And he Gets rewarded with that Archer, tier 2 tag by both players. Warchief here, switching games up. No Huntress Hall, if I saw that correctly, right? No early Huntress Hall, no mid-tech Huntress Hall. So he will play Talons here.
He goes back now.
Oh, he's not playing Talons alone. He's researching improved bows upgrade for the Archers as well. So, mass range most likely with a Naga second. And if you're familiar with Warchief's Knight of Mirror, he always goes Keeper. Of course, this makes no sense now. But yeah, the Naga points towards a very aggressive game by the Chief. And he is building the Engines of Wind. So, Archers and Talons. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, after the last game where he played, in my opinion, a little bit more defensively, now he is going for a more aggressive strat.
Yeah, indeed. He's put on the spot. He has to change his game, but this is some kind of mind game. He knows Foggy for months and years now. And he says, okay, you're trolling around with all your Fury Dragons and Hippo Riders and shit. Now let me mind game you a bit. Let me not go for bears this time. But of course, with the Naga, you really want to be aggressive. He's focusing on creeping. Don't know if that's the right choice. Rune Bracers. What is Foggy getting as a second hero? The Dark Ranger.
Okay. Interesting choice.
And he builds a few Huntress here. This is really strange. Maybe Foggy is not playing bears because he's not teching. So that is Mass Dryads. Mass Dryads with the Dark Ranger.
This can work out because of the skeletons, which are like blocking.
Indeed, and of course
for the Archer.
There's no Dispel for Warchief. He doesn't have an Engine of Law, he doesn't have Dryads. So if you can like snowball with the Dark Ranger, which is possible because the Talons have of course low hit points. If you can like get 2 or 3 skeletons, then this becomes very easy for you.
And there is the expansion for Foggy. So he is pretty sure that he can win this fight now.
Yeah, this is not the typical Knight of Mirror that you're used to. And a lot of people are still complaining, oh, Knight of Mirror is so boring, always bear mirror. And you haven't seen a lot of Knight of Mirrors in the past. There's so many good games, especially if Foggy or Sonic are involved. And yeah, we talked about Warchief being on the spot here, but he needs to kill that expansion. Or is he counter-expanding? Okay, there's a Wisp going towards his natural. And this is a counter-expansion. He plays it safe.
Foggy knows that because he has the sentry ward placed.
Well, it's too far away.
Yeah, but
he knows
saw
the movement. Yeah, and now he immediately uses the
Reveals.
scan from the laboratory. And running there with a Demon Hunter. With a Potion of Healing, of course, he still has the big invul. Warchief is keeping the Rune Bracers. Of course, it's pretty effective against the mana burn, but apart from that, not much. I think he could invest the gold a little better.
He probably will do so in front of the next fight.
I'm curious if Warchief is going like a Tinker Third or building a lot of Engine of Wars. Both possible strategic routes.
Yeah, both players probably go for creeping now on the two sides, but now Foggy is moving down in the direction of Ridge.
Who is creeping the red spot at the moment. Of course, the Pipe of Insight would be the best thing to get, but here's the creep check coming with a few archers who are pretty effective against the with a few hunters who are pretty effective against the archers. Demon Hunter of Foggy in problems using the first, oh boy, using the first potion. Now Invo Potion being used as well. Nice hero focus by Warchief.
And now Warchief has to TP back.
Yeah, but you saw how crazy this Dark Ranger strat is working. 6 skeletons immediately, and they are going towards the Tree of Life, I bet. but Warchief knows about the Dark Ranger now. He will pull some wisps to dispel that. And Foggy is too scared. Foggy is too scared, and he's giving a lot of experience now to Warchief with that skeletons.
That's the downside of the skeletons. They give XP, and they are, quite fast down if you attack them.
Rogue of the Maggie for the Dark Ranger. Claws of attack for the Demon. Both level 3. The creeping of Foggy is really good, but Warchief not far behind. Also getting a Naga very close to level 3 with Fog Lightning. And you have to cover for me. I have to open the door for my roommate.
Alright. Yeah, as we can see, Chief is now attacking the red spot, creeping, and Foggy is still around, checking out what Chief is doing. He is focusing another wisp. Nice detonation in this moment, and the fight is about to start. He is focusing the Dryad off. Foggy right now, another hunt is going down. As we can see, 46 supply for Chief and 47 supply for Foggy. And now he goes for the archers and the talons, and they go down pretty fast. And that is perfect for the Dark Ranger and her arrows. And Foggy is trying to not risk too many hits on his Demon Hunter. And now goes for the Demon Hunter of Warchief, another detonation, but the skeletons are still alive.
Oh, here we go with a slow arrow. I'm back, by the way. And yeah, it looks really good for Foggy, as it seems. Dispel on the skeletons again. He's going for the Naga now. Is there something to save him? The stab is on cooldown. Swapping the Invo Potion. Whew, this is dangerous. And now the Dark Ranger
is very red.
Not using the town portal, but swapping the staff indeed. And now slow on the Demon Hunter again. 100 HP left, but there's no damage dealer at all. The Demon Hunter will get away, but the supply advantage is so huge. Wow, everything is red for Warchief here.
Get that. So the Moonwells are very welcome right now.
Wow, what an army by Foggy. A few Dryads, but of course this will take some time to tear down the Tree of Life.
Yeah, this looks pretty good for Foggy.
But there's always a chance of coming back in Night Elf Mirror level 4 on the Demon level 3.5. And Foggy is not level 4, but close to being 4 with the Dark Ranger. Here he comes back, full HP Demon Hunter. Has to be so careful about the Dark Ranger. Demon Hunter is battling it out against each other. Foggy is dropping low, Warchief is dropping low. He's staying in distance of the Dryads, being slowed. But can he get some kill out of there?
Oh, Demon Hunter staffed.
Staffed
Nice.
again. And now it's time to pick up the pieces here, but the Dark Ranger being pressured, staffed again.
And yeah, Chief is on his way back, and this is not looking good for him. So we might see Foggy victorious.
Yeah, in one map number 1, Warchief trying to go for it with Fury Dragons, but it's not working at all.
The Naga, focus the Naga, please.
Yeah, but going for the Dark Ranger, Naga used the potion here, but the Demon Hunter back to 100 HP. Is there a staff ready? No, there's not. The staff is on the Demon Hunter. He has to swap him now. He has to swap him now. He doesn't do it. He loses his first hero, loses his second hero. GG for by Warchief, and Foggy takes the 1-0. I didn't see the fight at the expansion, but promising performance by the Ukrainian.
Yeah, props to Foggy for putting out that strat with the Dark Ranger, and yeah, it was just a perfect counter against archers and talons because they just go down that quickly under focus. And so yeah, was a good match, but as we all know, this is the quarterfinals already, and this is best of 3, so there should be a rematch, right?
There is a rematch, map number 2. Time for revenge for the Chief. Let's see if we can... okay, quiz, please. Okay, still waiting. I don't know who's the host here. Okay, now you're on hold. You can join. There he is. Good guy Abstract, once again, taking care of this tournament. Shout out to him, putting so much work into the Warcraft scene, writing for readmore.de, covering all the cups. 2 thumbs up for this boy. And
Definitely, and also writing very good articles, like about the WCA and about the last year.
yeah, the working
Review of
conditions
War.
for the editors at WCA were not the best, but he really did a great job. So shout out again. We are back on Amazonia, and this is what I told you before. Warchief's hometown. Okay, 1-0 for 1-0 for Foggy. Colors. All right, this should be better. Foggy, 1 map away from qualifying for Rust Brain Cup, meeting the Koreans Remind, Lolaliot Focus, Email Fan, who else? Reprisal and Czech. And Ruden, of course, from Europe. So, most likely what we will see here is Mass Bears.
Yeah, maybe on this map, Mass Bears are a better solution.
But I could imagine Foggy, like, I don't know, talents. But we'll see about that. This is from Foggy. You can't really predict what he's going for because he's just nuts. Maybe it's his infamous Mass Furies again, but I think that only really worked on Crystal Kingdom. Demon Hunter, both is going for the standard route. Worked well in game 1, so why not go for it in game 2?
And that's a good side for with the Demon Hunter. You can just like go for different strats, although you build the Demon Hunter first, because he's just always a good solution for the Night Elf.
Let's see if we can get a score of the second semi-final, which is Anima versus Helsing. Nope, there seems to be a 0-0 so far. Both players, of course, pulling the creeps of the green camps, which will result in a level 2 for the first hero. The lightning shields have been summoned, and they are been put to good use against the creeps, so this fastens things up a bit. Not only the Engine of War hitting hard, but also the lightning shield working in favor. This is how the Night Elves do.
And he finds a Ring of Protection for Foggy and Claws of Attack for Chief, so Chief found the better item.
Yeah, definitely. More damage, always higher prioritized than more sustainability. But it's level 2 for both players once again, as in the game against Joker. We see the early Hunter's Hall from Warchief.
Yeah, and now Foggy also found the Slippers of Agility, which are better than the Mantle of Intelligence.
Indeed.
For Chief.
So tier 2 tech by Foggy. He is capitalizing on the more safe build order that Warchief is playing, but nice timing by the WCA European champion. He cancels that Moonwell, gets that Wisp, no detonation. He tried to swap it with one of the Wisps out of the gold mine, but failed. So a good early pickup from the guy from the UK. Foggy not harassing at all, but creeping here. And once again, a lot of archers for Foggy. So most likely no bears. You don't really need that much archers if you go bears.
And I'm not sure what is better, to go creep or harass like Chief is doing it right now.
Well, so far the harass pretty much worked. Maybe he can't really build the Hunter's Hall because the Demon Hunter of Warchief is nearby. But he could build it here at the laboratory, of course. So I think it's his game plan right from the start. But if you have to move your wisps around, you really lose the mining time. And
That's
that
right.
results in a lack of lumber.
And Chief is just attacking the archer and forcing Foggy to use his Moonwells.
And that can be a big deal. Of course, it's nighttime, so they regenerate now. But in the long run, Warchief will always have the higher mana pool on his Moonwells. But the Huntress is fairly damaged. The Demon Hunter is fairly damaged, so he will have to use that as well. Nice Wisp positioning here in the upper left by Foggy, saving all those 4 Wisps here, not being able to attack them for Foggy without ranged units. Warchief is scouting if there's a Huntress Hall, but this Huntress will get trapped, well surrounded. Good overview by Foggy, but there's no dust anymore, but there's reveal from the laboratory. So this Huntress is going down, and a big loss for Warchief.
It is, and now Foggy gets a Goblin Shredder because, yeah, he just wants to be sure that he has enough wood for his techs and upgrades.
Yeah, both players once again with the Shredder. Very lumber dependent this Night Elf Mirror is. Foggy now with the Huntress Hall, once again a little too late. This is what happens to all the European Night Elves, and Warchief not macroing well as well, but he has resource issues. No gold and only a bit of lumber. Keeper of the Grove has a second hero, he was waiting for that. No level 3 on the Demon of Warchief.
Yeah, both players are just waiting for the mid game to start.
Yeah, interesting choice by Foggy to go for double Engines of Lore, prioritizing the production buildings and the tech over the second hero. Usually you want to have like the Keeper or the Naga as fast as possible, but not this time. Maybe he's playing it solo, like we saw it from Sushishi and Moon at the WCA. That didn't really work out that well, but if you can get to a level 6 Demon Hunter, we all know what happens.
So, Chief is, yeah, maybe about to attack now.
I think he's too late for the harass. Maybe he wants to go for a harass or a creep jack, and that works well here. Maybe he can get, yeah, with the entangle he can get the archers. Is there dust? No, there's not, but it's nighttime, so Shadow Melt is a viable option. Losing 1 archer, losing 2 archers.
Mana burn on both sides. The Sentry Ward of Chief is controlling everything.
Yeah, if there's an expansion or the creep of this so dangerous spot with 2 times slow plus the Rock Golem, that's pretty hard.
Second Ancient of Lores in production. Ancient of Wonders as well for Chief.
Warchief the Madman killed the Flying Sheep. What a bastard.
Yeah, Flying Sheeps are pretty rare. They should be protected.
Indeed. Maybe the WWF will call us now. Or PETA or whatever. So Foggy already pulling his Shredder. That is kind of weird. Town Portal immediately by Warchief. This is... Yeah, okay, against Frost Arrow and Slow from the Dryads, you can't really walk away.
Yeah, and Foggy's also using his Shredder. Both players are doing it in the army.
No level 2 on the Naga, so no Fog Lightning just yet. But the Wand of Illusion, a great item. We pointed it out in the game of Warchief against Joker. How much damage they can take, because you usually control the bears with a click and then just leave them there. Focus on your heroes and Dryads and everything. So this is the so important creep spot now for Foggy, but there was the Sentry Ward, so he knows exactly what goes on. Can capitalize. First Dryad down. There is no shop so far, no staff so far. He's going for the Naga right away. There's no town portal. There is a town portal now, and Spiral is lagging, and Tangle town portal being swapped. What a bad timing, and he gets the Shredder. At least he got the Shredder. That was the most important thing, keeping Foggy in this game.
And the Ancient of War is also down. And when we compare the supplies right now, we have 34 supplies for Warchief and 40 supply for Foggy. So both players are not under a very bad pressure.
Master upgrade for both players. Level 3.5 Demon Hunter here. That's just an illusion. Wasting that illusion, in my opinion. Would be better on bears, but he will know it better than me. Plus 11 damage on the Demon of Foggy. And plus 11 as well with the Claw and the Orb for Warchief. What else do we see? Bear production, of course. Any upgrades just yet? 0-0 by Warchief and 0-0 as well for Foggy. But there's the 1-0. Just started, as well as the Wellspring upgrade.
And he's using the Wand of Illusion right now on his Demon Hunter, just to confuse, just to scout, checking out what Chief is doing at the shop. And at the same time he's creeping.
Level 2 for the Keeper, and of course the Aura. We talked about this before. This time it's not Keeper versus Keeper, it's Keeper versus Naga. Because Foggy prioritized the tech and the lores before their heroes, so he didn't have that much time to build the Keeper, but he had to get something from the tavern to catch up in time.
It's both hero levels are also the same, so it's a pretty open match right now.
Yeah, I think so too. Foggy slightly ahead, I would say. But of course, the longer the game goes, the better it is for Warchief, because the aura will just be so strong. And he gets the Potion of Greater Mana. Can be good for more entangles, but it's just not the best item in a Night Elf Mirror for sure.
And now Foggy is a little bit ahead with the upgrades. 1-0 to 0-0 for Chief.
Demon Hunter is shopping here. Heal Scroll, Invo Potion, and both going for the Renegade Wizard and following it up with a red spot. And yeah, afterwards they finally can fight Zombie Mask. A lot of mana on the Keeper of the Grove now. And there's a Rogue of the Maggie on the Naga Sea Witch. A lot of Fog Lightning coming in there. And the item Hood of Cunning. This is, well, yeah, it's more mana. 630 mana points on the Naga now. Holy shit. That's so much.
She can definitely do some damage.
Fog Lightning is coming. The Thunderstorm from the Naga is coming. And Warchief Foggy scouted that creep spot by Warchief, so he knows exactly what goes on. Both players in upkeep now.
But Warchief is pulling the creeps out. He doesn't want to take any risk, but now he's following them. And this can be dangerous when Foggy attacks now.
There's no Town Portal, he has to go back. There is no Entangle, but there still is slow.
And now is the question, does he go all the way back, or is he also attacking now? And it looks like a fight.
Yeah, Foggy using the 2 Wand of the Wind, one being entangled right away, so what a waste of mana for that one. Both Demon Hunters down to 50% HP, mana burn on one of Warchief's Druid of the Claw, dropping down fairly easy. And oh, look at this, he's investing so much damage into the illusion. This is what we were talking about, but still it's 49 versus 52. Here we see the one of a lot Fog Lightnings, Shredder going down, but still Warchief looking sharp in this one.
Yeah, and the Shredder did a really good job in this fight as well. And now the Demon Hunter of Chief is... Oh shit, he has nothing to protect himself, but the Naga at the same time is in the focus and going down. Level 3 Naga is falling.
Yeah, but there are so many damaged bears by Warchief. Foggy gets 3 revenge kills on this.
Level 5
immediately. Rejuvenation on Foggy's Demon Hunter. So the momentum of Foggy completely turned around after those 3 kills, getting minus 12 supply in like a second. Holy shit, so the Naga is down for Foggy, no second hero, only 2 bears remaining. Warchief looking strong, Warchief trying to get the equalizer here, dangerous mana burn. But since there's... Okay, there would have been an Entangle, but also Dispel from the Dryad.
No, maybe he goes for the Demon Hunter of Chief, but Chief is going back in the right moment, but he lost.
Yeah, gets
another bear.
Gets that pick off here. What is he doing? Okay, 2 Moonwells and a Wisp. Alrighty. Interesting. Can he get the Demon Hunter here? There is no staff. He has to swap him. And Tangle saves him.
2 hit points left.
With 2 hit points.
God
And
damn
look
it,
at
that
this.
was really lucky.
Everything is low. Rejuvenation being used. And let's look at the Moonwills. Okay, they're all full. That's a good thing for Warchief here. But that's all that keeps him in the game. 43 versus 39. And the big experience advantage for the Demon Hunter of Foggy. Back at 4 bears already.
And 2-0 on the upgrades.
Oh yeah.
Still 0-0 for Chief.
Yeah,
Which also make big difference in the bear fights.
Indeed. Usually Warchief is the one with the fast upgrades. But he really got caught off guard here at the shop. At the red spot, sorry.
What about the frog and the rabbit? They are still alive. And now Chief is not killing them. Tries again the red spot.
It's just bad karma that just hit him in the fight for killing that flying sheep.
And now the frog wants to take their last hit.
Foggy's playing this very passive. He does allow Warchief to take this one. Maybe a level 5 demon with this. Nope, but oh, nice. Cloak of Flames. 10 damage per second. And the Keeper of the Grove level 4. And the Thorns Aura level 2. So this is a way better situation for Warchief now than before this creep. But at the same time, Naga level 4, level 2 Fork Lightning.
Selling the replenishment potion and buying a scroll of healing for it.
Yeah, Warchief, no items at all,
side.
just the staff, Foggy with Invu Potion and Heal Scroll, and let's not forget about 705 mana points on this Naga.
Yeah, but now the Keeper of Chief also went on a small shopping trip, buying 2 scrolls of healing. So this should be fair again.
Maybe a protection scroll as well. Nah, he's keeping it in the shop. Foggy scouting here. Let's see if there's, I don't know, some fancy shit coming up, but there's not. Once again, Shredder pulled by Foggy. And he's going for the main. He's smelling blood in the water. 61 food versus 54.
And Chief just creeped a little bit for level 5 Demon Hunter. He has it now as well.
And the level 1 immolation with the item. So the Moonwells doesn't look... Okay, 2 of them are full. That's a big plus. But of course he's down in numbers. Foggy even building the Engines of War for distraction.
60 supply for Foggy against 57 for Chief.
First Entangle being dispelled. He wants to fight as close to the Moonwells as humanly possible. Or Night Elfly possible.
Okay, but Chief has a little bit more bears at the moment. We will see how this turns out.
It's 8 versus 7, but there is the Shredder that makes up for 1 bear. Okay, engagement now. The Engine of War will most likely come through. Immediate focus on the Demon Hunter. Fork Lightning coming in now. He's saving himself to the Moonwills. There's more lightning where that one came from. Demon Hunter dropping down. He really wants to get that first hero. Foggy's diving in super duper deep.
And the Demon Hunter is kinda red, but now the Demon Hunter of Foggy must be also kinda cautious.
There's no rejuvenation. The Shredder from Foggy goes down. What are the heroes doing here? Staffing up at both. Back to 50% HP. Warchief again with a better bear fight, crawling through it, and here's the Naga in problems. There is a staff on cooldown, saving him into the Zeppelin fight, and oh! What a micro bug by Foggy! Not saving this hero, what a mistake! And the bears remain alive. Demon Hunter back on the battlefield, exchanging a mana burn right away. Orb of Venom immediately killing that Zeppelin. GG from Foggy, and he threw this game away like crazy.
Yeah. This match was pretty GG already, but yeah, in this last fight...
Foggy had the upper hand before the fight.
Yeah, he had. Maybe, yeah, I don't know, maybe an expansion, an additional expansion just to be sure, because he had a really big advantage.
Yeah,
and if you have this advantage, you usually want to make use of it, but I don't know, the supply numbers were kind of the same at the end, and Chief had a little bit more bears as well, so... yeah, and the level 5 Demon Hunter, of course. Chief just was like an inch away from level 5, and he stick to creeping until he had it, and then TP'd back or walked back. So yeah, 1-2-1, and yeah, we will see. We'll make the race now.
Yeah, from the other semi-final, we got the result that it's 2-0 for Helsing, so he's the second European player advancing to the Rustbrain main event. Congrats to him, to the guy from the Belarus. Yeah, Belarus, that's right. So, is there another game? No, Foggy's still in the lobby. So we're waiting for the game name or the map first. Don't really know what's left for the two players. It's Foggy's choice.
Yeah, this is the final game between those players, so he is thinking about the right map choice.
Ancient Isles, it is.
Ancient Isles, okay, cool. I missed this map somehow.
And here we go. Game is up. And for those of you who didn't watch the first few minutes of the cast, we will be streaming twice tomorrow. We're gonna start with the Golden Championship Series with the winner bracket final between Infi and who is it? Infi and 120. So human versus undead. And then we will have something special for you. 20:30, like 9:30. We're gonna stream Armies of Azeroth, the mod that turned StarCraft 2 into Warcraft 3. We are one of the few selected pre-alpha testers, streamers, whatever. And Remo is gonna present that to you tomorrow, so that's gonna be very, very, very exciting.
Yeah, I'm also looking forward to see that because, yeah, I saw some pictures and some videos about it, and yeah, it looked kind of cool. So, and now we're gonna see how it's working. And Remo is a very good tester for that,
Yeah.
for this, I guess.
Very critical tester, though.
Yeah, that's the analysis part and everything. So
Yeah.
he's really the right choice.
Yeah, the Russians put really a lot of work into this mod. They didn't just pick the World of Warcraft models to replace them. They did them all by themselves. Also, the building textures and stuff. It's really, really cool. We'll see how that works. Maybe we get a show match between Remo and Revolver, if you remember him from back then. I think he played for Gravitas.
Yeah, I heard about him.
So we are still not negotiating, but finding out if Revolver has time. He's somehow involved with them. So yeah, we'll see that tomorrow.
The Russian scene as a whole is really supporting Warcraft.
Indeed.
In a very good way.
Rustbrain, to be mentioned, of course, sponsoring this tournament that we are watching the qualifiers for. 555 euros that he spent from his own pocket into this beautiful Korea versus Europe encounter that we will witness on January 31st.
Yeah, and as we can see, there's the normal early game for both players, and no spectacular movements right now.
No, both players going for the Demon Hunter first, both players going for the Engine of War Creep, but Foggy once again changing it up a little, not going for the usual orange creep, but going for the Null Overseer right away. This should result in a little more experience right from the start, but this was scouted by the Wisp. Demon Hunter joins the fray. He will be a little slower with the creeping though. And yeah, once again the early Huntress haul by Warchief. He really likes his Huntress. That's why he's named Huntress shaped. Well, because he played a lot with Star shaped and he likes his Huntress, so
A Huntress lover.
Yeah.
So Huntress Hall is under production now. Tier 2 tag for Foggy.
Yeah, I feel this could be a good, well, if you can fight in the middle of this map, this can be great for talents. If you're fighting in the waters, this is horrible because it's such an open space where all the bears fit in easily. Once again, more archer production from Foggy. Warchief remaining on that one archer just for the creeping, then switching into the Huntress here. Tech slightly ahead because of the Huntress Hall, obviously. And Warchief, like on Amazonia, he's aggressive. Or he tries to be aggressive.
Yeah, he wants to know what Foggy is planning. And he knows that he's just creeping a little bit. Nothing dangerous. Nothing to be fearful. That's why he's like also going back to the middle of the map, turning around, like moving in circles.
Warchief, of course, is the biggest favorite in this tournament, together with Hawk, of course, and maybe Foggy. But Foggy is on like tier 1B, Warchief and Hawk both on A1. But Warchief, but Hawk was eliminated before by Helsing, who already claimed his spot in the RBC 3. And there's an Engine of War now for Foggy in the main base that forces Warchief to go back at some point, because with the Engine of War in the main base he cannot produce his lores.
And Foggy is kinda lucky. He finds the Alaria's Flute of Accuracy. Ah, okay. I already thought he oversees it.
Really, pretty... Oh, it's 1-1, Helsing versus Anima. Someone told me wrong. Never listened to the Frenchies, I guess. So we have to take that all back. Yeah, but Anima still looking strong. Maybe he turned the game around and it looked like it was over already. So once again, very, very, very late Hunter's Hall by Foggy. He pulled out a crazy creep. That's very unusual to get that mercenary creep spot that early. And yeah, the Flute of Accuracy, not the best in Bear Mirror, obviously.
Yeah, it's just good for the mid game, together with Naga and maybe a small push that we see right now. And the Ancient of War is really making trouble in Chief's space.
Yeah, Warchief can produce his lores there, where he wants him to. Can he enter?
Now the Demon Hunter is attacking as well. What is Chief doing?
Yeah, can he
TP back, walk back.
Unfortunately for Foggy, he can't pass that Engine of War. He has to kill him first. Warchief still being passive, going for the counter-attack as it seems. And now the floodgates are open. Here he is, Foggy killing the lords. No, Town Portal, he don't want to be trapped. And he traps the Demon Hunter. The Huntress, no, the Berserker is blocking the first hero of Foggy, trapped inside the main base. But he will open that Engine of War. Okay, now he's free.
And Chief can also save the Moonwell. Was so down.
Yeah, really well protected, and now he's going for the Naga using all that moon juice. There's a lot of mana to burn. Here we go again, 100 damage, 100 mana burned. But he really made it. He kept his lores alive. He kept the Moonwell alive. He needs repair. Is it too late? Is it too late? No, one more hit.
No.
He kills it before that. 30 HP.
Such a bad luck in this situation, and so good by Chief that he kept the focus on the Ancient of War, but yeah, that was kind of lucky for him. This could have turned out very bad.
What a defense by the WCA, by the European WCA champion, knowing exactly when to portal, where to portal, saving it all, and now he has the big advantage. Foggy only now building his lores, only now attacking. He put a lot of time into this push. At the other side, Warchief. Oh no, Foggy's okay. He's almost finished, but Warchief has his Engine of Lore up as well, but only one. But I think that's okay because you really need the second one later when you go for bears.
Level 2 for Chief's Naga and the Ank of Reincarnation for the Demon Hunter of Chief. At the same time, Foggy is swapping his items or Alaria's Flute and Gloves of Haste to the Naga.
Yeah, he keeps the flute. I don't really know why. I think he could use the gold a little more. Warchief is staying on one Ancient of Lore. He has lumber problems, massive lumber problems.
Yeah.
That's why he bought the Shredder. Of course, the Shredder is never wrong in Night of Mirrors.
Yeah. I'm also a big fan of the Shredder.
It was
You can
this
clean
one...
your garden with it, and you can also
Yeah.
harvest a lot of wood and take it in a fight with you.
There was this one game of, I don't know, soccer versus the Muslim, WC3L back then, where it was basically a Shredder war. Everybody bought like 3 to 4 Shredders, and soccer played archers against that, and yeah, as you can imagine, he had a hard time fighting that game. Warchief very passive now. So all of a sudden, Foggy is way ahead. Tech is finished, double inch of lore up.
He takes a small flight trip with the Zeppelin.
Yeah, but Chief is well aware. Second engine of lore is almost up, but the Master Bears will appear faster for Foggy than they do for Warchief. Almost 4 on the Demon Hunter of the guy from the UK. He's trying to get in there again with a Dryad, an Archer, and the Naga. Scouting Zeppelin for Warchief now. We will see Zeppelin micros in this fight. Who can deal with it better. Slow Arrow and Orb of Venom against this one. So I think the plans have changed for that Zeppelin drop.
Yeah, and both players are kinda careful right now. Of course, this is a 1-1, so the winner of this map is the winner of the match and continues to the semi-finals.
To the Grand Finals and
to the Grand Finals already.
And to the Rust Brain Cup at January 31st.
A town player's forces are under attack.
So Zeppelin drop finally wants to get rid of the opposing Zeppelin, but this doesn't work at all. He has to be careful with this one, man. Not too many hits left.
You need some cannons on the Zeppelin, like a modification upgrade.
Yeah, like the flak cannons for the
awesome.
gyrocopters. Red spot creep for Foggy now. He has to catch up in XP. It's 45 versus 48, so everything pretty equal. Book of the Dead can be good because you have to dispel Raw, you have to dispel Rejuvenation, and if there's no mana left and you can summon the Book of the Dead, then that can really make a difference.
Yeah, it's really important that your opponent doesn't see the Book of Dead. It must be some surprise in the fight, so he can prepare himself.
Foggy really has a low point in this. The Naga of Warchief level 3, with not deciding if she's going for Fog Lightning or the Arrow on level 2, but Foggy's Naga, because she's stuck in that Zeppelin all the time, level 1. She's completely out-leveled. This is a horrible scenario for the Ukrainian. He's trying to drop in again, but
that's...
the Demon Hunter's always near, and there's like 4 hits remaining.
Yeah, they're just like desperate tries. I think you should just go back. I mean, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know
maybe
what he wants to accomplish there.
I don't know. Maybe it's just worth that the Demon Hunter is not moving around on the map, that he stays at the base. Can't level at the same time.
Yeah, but if you prioritize your Demon Hunter that bad, I don't know. Maybe it's coming down to this.
Oh, nice! He loaded off the Naga, and now Chief has to pull back his Zeppelin.
Okay, maybe he can find something fancy here at the Red Drake. Vamp Aura is possible, but he's not investing all the time in it because there's no anti-air except the Demon Hunter. Oh, there's not even an Orb of Venom on that Demon Hunter. So yeah, there's no anti-air at all. 2-0 upgrade or 2-1 upgrade. Check that. 2-0 upgrade for Warchief, 0-1 for Foggy. Second heal scroll and the protection scroll as well. He's well suited.
That's a very well suited Demon Hunter.
And on the other side, Warchief has heal scroll and the protection scroll as well as the Ankh. And the Zeppelin really escapes this one, but the Naga not even level 2. This is horrible. And the leveling of the demon didn't work that well at all, because it's almost level 4 versus like 4 in the third.
Yeah, and if you compare the Nagas, level 3 Naga for Chief and level 1 Naga, due to that harassment stuff with the Zeppelin.
And Warchief knows about this. It's 48 versus 50, but do you want to fight against the Moonwells with Wellspring upgrade? 425 mana on each Moonwell. You don't want that.
I think Foggy shouldn't go out there yet. Maybe he should have waited a little bit more, hoping for Chief to go in the base, but now he is fighting, and the Demon Hunter is under focus, and now he's using the Book of Death.
Town Portal
Very good.
out immediately. No Dispel wants to be used for that. Fog Lightning hitting in, but yeah, trading the Book of the Dead for the Town Portal here.
Was like a Book of the Dead surround move. So he had to TP back. Maybe also a little bit surprised by that move, and now, yeah, Foggy is just regrouping again.
Warchief forgot one bear, it's not in the group. The Dryad sees that, can't slow if he takes attention here, but he's not.
She ignores it. She thinks, okay, come on.
Just a bear,
But
it's not that
now the
important.
bear-
Mirrors.
Yeah, the bear was now too crazy about chasing the Dryad, and now he gets killed. And at the same time, we see the Book of the Dead skeletons fighting desperately
Yeah,
against the
once-
hordes of the bear.
Does the Book of the Dead give experience? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. Chat, if you know that, please help us out. Demon Hunter scouting this, scouting all the upgrades. 2-1 already. And for
Players'
Foggy...
forces are under attack.
Anima 1! Holy cow! The Frenchman making it to the finals, making it to Rust Brain Cup. And here comes Foggy, going for the Tree of Eternity with the Zeppelin, but I don't think that one will remain alive. Crazy situation here. He really wants to get that Tree of Eternity, but will the damage be enough? Where is Repair?
Not going down, I guess.
No, and Foggy is losing so much! Foggy is losing bear after bear. He has to get that Tree of Eternity or else he's out, and Fog Lightning coming in, and the Tree of Eternity is dead! No more income, Town Portal out! Oh, what a move!
Wow, and the Naga is still alive with 2 hit points.
Oh my god!
Crazy bitch, the Naga.
He saw the Naga of Warchief. He knows, okay, I can never win a fight against this. I have to do something. And after minutes and minutes and minutes of complete bullshit Zeppelin harass that didn't do anything for him, he finally got the time to drop into the base, killing that 2000 HP Tree of Eternity. And now it looks superb for him.
Are under attack.
Warchief has the upper hand in army though. 4 bears versus 4. Oh no, okay, he's producing them again. Foggy can really fight this, I feel. The only downside is his Naga. Still
Warchief
under level.
knows he must attack now. He has no base anymore, so the time is running against him. Because, yeah, Foggy is still gathering his gold income.
Shop is down. 57 for Foggy. 46 for the Chief.
Foggy wants to buy some time, at least for the 2 bears in the pipeline right now.
Yeah, there's only 1 Moonwell remaining. Warchief smartly killing that one with mana in him. And Foggy is supply stuck now. He can't capitalize off that Tree of Eternity kill because he can't spend his resources on the units. And the 3rd Moonwell is down with full mana in them. So much healing gone!
So 57 supply for Foggy right now, 46 supply for Chief.
Warchief is
And
rebuilding.
Foggy is going forward right now. Demon Hunter has a potion and an invulnerability potion.
Foggy is losing the first bear right away. No more Moonwells as we talked about. He needs some crazy Zeppelin micro here, using it good use here for the first time.
Second bear down, now 2 bears also fall by Chief, but now Zeppelin micro again.
Demon
The
Hunter.
Naga is level 4.
Demon Hunter of Foggy under pressure, but Zeppelin saves him again. The Shredder can escape the fight. 38
Ancient
food-
of Law is joining too.
Yeah, finally the wars, the ends are
funny.
marching. And look at all the damage here. Rejuvenation on all the bears. Very well done by Foggy. Demon Hunter is dropping fairly low to 300 HP once again. Wind of Illusion being used. Level 5 on the Demon Hunter of Foggy. Warchief, his numbers are dwindling. Can he get the kill here on the first hero? That's nothing but the Ankh to save him. Level 3 finally on the Naga. GG by Warchief. And he wins this. Foggy takes it home. 2-1. And he beat the King of Bear Mirror. Both A1 favorites out. And the grand final, the two contestants in the Grassbrain Cup are Anima and Foggy.
Yeah, very well played by Foggy. And yeah, I didn't expect that because yeah, Warchief is the ruling Night Elf champion in Europe, as we can say. And yeah, Foggy just showed some very good strategies, in my opinion. He always like a little bit adapted himself, checked out what his opponent is doing, had some good timings, and yeah, he also took risk, as you could see in the end fight when he was just like attacking the Tree of Eternity, losing nearly everything. But he made it, and yeah, now he is in the final, and he also got the spot. And what is Warchief doing now, or what is he thinking? What do you guess?
He will be pretty disappointed. I think the rivalry of Foggy and him still continuing because Warchief knows that he's kind of the better player in like macro, micro and stuff. But it's always these things like dropping into the main base, like we saw here on Ancient Isles, that turns game around. That turns a game around, turns games around for Foggy. And yeah. That worked well here.